What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing Power Rangers Dino Fury episode 16 review. Let's get into it. Spoilers ahead. So the episode opens up with the Gold Ranger appearing in the place where the dinosaur statues are. Where he recognizes it and he says it's brand new, like everything was like it all those years ago. We then see Zato training the Rangers, but then they see the Gold Ranger outside, and he teleports in and he unmorphs to reveal antennas, meaning that he is from Ravcon. Also, he's African American, aka I think he's African American, or quote unquote Black Power Ranger, which is amazing. The first ever Black African American Power Ranger is incredible. Meaning he is from Ravcon. But he shoots Zato a look, and Zato says his name is Ion. Solon and Ion go for a hug because they haven't seen each other, and he spots Ollie's sandwich and just straight up takes it and eats it. Zato then confronts him about everything that happened, and we find out that Zato's original team in a flashback, they were getting beaten badly because they were on the final attack to try and defeat the Sporks. Where during the Megazord, the Ultra Zord, that's what they called it, the Ultra Zord was getting destroyed easily, and they had to eject out of the Zords. So Ion was sent to the deep part of the ocean until the Green Morphin Master woke him up. The Rangers then think the Nexus Prism told the Morphin Masters that Ion was there, was still alive. So when Zed escaped, that's when the Morphin Masters went to go wake up Ion, because that's when the Nexus Prism, I'm guessing the Nexus Prism told the Morphin Masters that Ion was there, but they didn't see a need for him until Zed escaped, and that's when they woke Ion up. Ion asks about his Zord, but there's nothing about his Zord that pops up. Ion wants to be a part of the team, but on one condition. He wants to be leader instead of Zato. And the Rangers then find out the truth about what happened on Ravcon. You see, Zato and Ion were best friends and both knights of Ravcon. Then the news came that evil forces were coming to Ravcon, and Ravcon created the Sporks to protect the planet. But the people didn't do enough testing with the Sporks to know if they would be ready to protect the planet. Zato and Ion, Zato could have stopped it. He had the choice, but he didn't, because he decided to trust his superiors' judgment than his own. He decided to trust their instincts instead of his own. Ion said this wasn't right, but Zato went through it anyway because he thought his superiors were correct. Ion tried to stop it, but Zato got in the way, and Zato and Ion started fighting. And during the fight, the Sporks were unleashed. But during the fight, Zato actually got the upper hand, but then the Sporks were unleashed. And as soon as the Sporks took form, they attacked Ravcon and started destroying the place. And yeah, and then we cut to present day, and Amelia gets mad at Zato because he had a chance to stop the Sporks. And I'm like, bruh, you weren't even doing anything before you even became a Ranger, so I don't know why you get tight. You should be happy you was a Ranger. If I became a Ranger, I would be super happy. So I don't know why she's getting mad. And the Rangers are obviously tight because they never knew about this. So yeah. But then a Sporks appears, and the Rangers morph and go to the location, and the Rangers morph and fight. But Zato embarrasses himself during the fight while Ion does an amazing job. Back at the base, people are congratulating Ion, and then Ion's like, this is what I mean. Zato can't be a good leader because he messes up on these occasions, and the Rangers have to save him, which will inevitably get them destroyed. So Zato says he's sorry and just leaves, and Ion makes a plan to find his Zord. The Rangers go to Buzz Blast for Ollie's computer because they think the Zord is underwater, so they will use Ollie's mom's submarine drone to get the Zord. We cut back to Solon and Zato, and Solon offers some words to Zato about a leader. We cut to Void Knight's base, where they take a new Sporks and make a new plan to get the Gold Ranger's Zord. We then cut back to Buzz Blast, where the Rangers find the Zord, but they can't wake it because there's no Ranger energy. Then Solon calls them and tells them Sporks attack. Tells them there's a Sporks attack. The Rangers head to the location. The Rangers morph, and Zato shows up, but he's not here to lead. He's just here to help. And during the during the Megazord fight, the Megazord goes underwater, and the Rangers can't fight. The Megazord can't fight underwater, causing the Rangers to get the Zords to be, causing the Rangers to be put in a really tight spot. Ion can't think of a plan when it comes to it, but Zato makes one, and he says we have to abandon the Megazord before it gets destroyed, but we will survive. They escape the Megazord, and Ion then realizes that Zato is a better leader than him, and during Zato and Ion moment, the Ion Zord wakes up and starts wrecking shop. At the end of the episode, Ion apologizes to Zato and realizes, hey, you deserve to lead the team, and you can see why you're the Red Ranger, basically. And at the end, Ion and Zato's duel, which is a very cool moment. It kind of reminded me of Power Rangers Samurai, where Antonio and Jaden dueled. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Power Rangers episode 16, Dino Fury episode 16. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.